Like and subscribe to get more content of your favorite subreddit. Am I the asshole for breastfeeding my son around my FIL despite it making him uncomfortable? I didn't think I was the asshole. But now I'm not so sure. My husband's family doesn't celebrate Christmas. So mid-December we spend a week with them before flying to see my parents, whom are Christmas mad, to spend the holidays with them. I didn't really want to go this year as my husband and I had our son in August and they're very pushy with their ideals. They're the type of people who tell us their babies were talking at crawling at 3 months old. And because ours isn't, we're obviously doing something wrong. My FIL has made a few comments in the past about me feeding our baby. He has had formula occasionally due to supply issues and he's very, just pick one, about it. Before we went over he called my husband to tell me he didn't want me nursing in any family spaces because it made him uncomfortable. I.e., I have to nurse in the bathroom or guest bedroom. I agreed just because I didn't want the judgment. But when I got there they asked me repeatedly why I bothered to breastfeed, when he obviously likes formula. I was upset but once again let it go and my husband had a word with them. So, I was already uncomfortable. And my baby was hungry. Constantly going upstairs was getting frustrating. My Mill and husband were smoking outside and my Phil was cleaning up the kitchen. I decided to feed my son where I sat as none of them were present. My Phil happened to walk back in the room and kind of groaned and asked me what I was doing before leaving to complain. My Mill came back in and yelled at me for breaking the house rules and doing something that I knew would make other people uncomfortable. Called me selfish. Asked how I'd feel if they walked around naked, etc. I was pretty upset and my husband did his best to mitigate the situation. I called my mom sobbing and she offered to pay for my and my son's flight to them, but refused to pay for my husband as it was his parents at fault. And, from her perspective, he didn't do enough to support me. I ended up taking the offer because I felt horrible. Obviously this has made the situation worse. But my husband isn't overly angry. He has told me I shouldn't have broken their rules, which feels childish. I thought I was in the right, and they were being assholes. But then my dad said they had a point and a right to be angry as it was their house and they laid down the rules. My mom told him to quit playing devil's advocate but now I'm really not sure. So, am I the asshole? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get more content of your favorite subreddit.